The third game, he didn't die much.
Remember what I told you?
Get ahead.
Yeah.
This team, I said that sometimes they prioritize on Aoi a lot and they sack Envy. Like sometimes it's not his fault. He's having a hard time. Like his supports are just not helping him.
Sure.
They are choosing to help the other lanes.
They prioritize Aoi.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, you've already said on the desk makes sense considering how much impact he can have. But
I don't know if you do with a Draw Ranger though. Only if you're scared of their tri-lane, I think, is the only way. And they kind of did dual lanes there. I don't know, but he just seems it seems like he's getting tilted to me as well.
Either they help him or they give him a better matchup, or he picks himself a better matchup, like a lane matchup.
Well, the draft is underway and you got what you wanted. Immediately looks like the Warlock has been removed. Right, so no more Fatal Bonds.
So that lets Io in the pool, and Io and Ogre. Those are all of NP's other bans in the first round. 4.
There's Io.
Mm.
I think you're right, Kev. They almost need to give Envy a hero that he can play that's going to give him confidence almost. Like a sort of confidence boost hero that he can really go nuts with. There you go. So they've got SD Luna. That's very strong.
A very annoying mid to late game with the illusions.
Yeah.
Let's see what MVP go for to clear out the, like, generally you want heroes that can deal with illusions. Like Timber, Tinker, those are heroes that are very good at killing the illusions.
Okay. So
this is a classic. This is a very classic pick. They used to do this a lot before.
Yeah.
The dual lane on your
Bristle Io, right?
Bristle Io.
Yeah.
They pressure your lane a lot. Shadow Demon is not the greatest support anymore at level 1. Can't really zone one hero, let alone 2. So they might need another hero that can help them stabilize the lanes. Otherwise, the Io plus Bristle might cause too much problems for them.
Was it MVP that ran Bristle Io? I think it was TI5. They would run him a lot in the offlane.
That was MVP.
It was really, really good.
So what is it that makes Bristle Io so intimidating, Kevin?
Bristle's already really hard to kill, is the big thing with his third skill. And you put an Io on top of that, he's getting heals and further reducing damage. And he stays alive, he attacks faster, he moves faster. Those are all things that he wants as a hero. Sometimes there's mana problems too. So basically makes your dual lane very scary. And you definitely can pressure mistakes.
Like for this lane to work very well, you have to both understand the limits of the hero, because generally when you play the Io plus Bristol, you want to go in and make very aggressive plays at the brink of your death, like dying, and then you kill the enemy. And not to mention that Bristol needs a support to stack Ancients. When you do dual lanes like this, there's going to be a hero that can always constantly stack the Ancients. It helps you, you know...
It actually helps you clear them as well.
Yeah, he helps you clear them, and you farm really fast from that.
So they're
get bigger.
Very damage MP right now.
This is also a classic hero to deal with, like Bristol. You take away his armor, makes him very, very susceptible to damage.
It's good against Io as well, because you can stun both, AoE stun.
Yeah.
And Soul Catcher on Shadow Demon plus the minus armor on Slaughter means that Bristol's actually going to look a little squishy this game, if they get their skills off on the right
order. If they can get it going. But
yeah, but if Bristol is like farm enough, he can always get items to deal with that, like a Lotus, or like sometimes you see, like, I guess the Grease would probably be on the Io, but there's always ways to deal with it. Like I think like if Bristol gets a hit, like he has options to deal with what Slada brings to the table.
Do you think I mean, the thing is, when it comes to him getting ahead, Bristol wants to be able to dive people, basically. Like, he wants to get a couple levels and dive you. But with Shadow Demon there, you can kind of disrupt him and kind of stop him being able to do that. You disrupt him, you fall back.
You can
Luna's nice and
disrupt,
fast.
like, for example, if you have like Invoker, then it's going to be difficult for the Bristol to do that. You can disrupt Soul Catcher into the Sunstrike.
Yeah.
That'll be really dangerous for the Bristol.
Is this a kind of a respect ban, taking the sniper out of play? It was a...
I think it's a really good hero right now. Like, I think teams have been starting to understand more how to play the hero. I think in the last 2 weeks or so, mostly when you see Sniper being picked, it's against OD to deal with how strong OD is in the laning phase. And in general, in team fights, it's very easy for Sniper to hit the OD.
Hero having that taken away from him. And we're going to be seeing a Rubik crop up.
Silencer ban.
The Silencer ban is because it's amazing against Bristle, because he has to cast cools every 3.5 seconds, so it elongates the Arcane Curse. That skill is actually really good against a hero like that.
That's true.
That one makes sense. That's probably something they've experienced through scrims. Like, oh man, Silencer hard counters this dual lane.
Wow, Timbersaw. Another good hero against Bristleback, because he's a strength hero and good against the Io as well. Io, surprisingly, a strength hero, so very susceptible to the Timbersaw damage and the Whirling Death. Very easy for him to burst him down.
I really like that pick a lot.
So what it sounds like to me is that you've seen, a lot of these picks being influenced by that Bristleback pick. You've seen the draft completely kind of shift ever since we did see that picked up in the second.
The problem is, if you get a Bristleback that you can't kill.
Right.
It drives the tempo of the game so
Yes.
hard that you're just focusing on this one hero that you cannot kill, and he's just running at you. It's a nightmare. So you do want to shut him down as fast
Like a
as you can.
cockroach.
I'm right on
yeah,
I went.
certain
at
heroes,
that.
certain
Nine.
heroes like super tanky, but you can choose to
Thanks, Kev.
ignore him. But Bristleback, when he's super tanky, but he runs you down and he deals a lot of damage.
Yeah.
So it's very difficult to ignore a target like this. That's why when you are playing against Bristol, you don't want him to get out of control.
The other thing is, because they've gone with the Wisp as well, particularly with the Bristle, if you shut down the Bristle, you're kind of inadvertently shutting down the Wisp as well. So you're shutting down like both heroes, that whole combo, which is at the moment half of their drop. So it makes sense.
Well, this part makes it easier for them, at least if Bristle gets in trouble, that he can rotate. He can join Sark in a lane, join Bristle in a lane. Keeping either alive would be really important.
This is very MVP draft. They have heroes that constantly run at you, they fight, they don't rely on cooldowns. They just need like some farm, and they're gonna be able to constantly like take fights all the time.
Bristle's still an amazing pick. He's a great Slark counter. It doesn't matter if he's invis, he still blows them up. So if
You mean
Timbersaw
Timbersaw?
has a really good game, I feel like the
Yeah.
game just ends for MVP.
Yeah, Timbersaw is really good against the Bristol plus the Slug. Both of the heroes are very weak against Timber. I mean, MVP just really, they have to do a lot in the laning phase with the Bristol IO. Otherwise, I think mid game Luna, Sala, and Timber are just gonna be much stronger calls against what they have.
So it kind of really comes down to the last support pick for MP then,
Okay.
because that'll change their tri lane really. Like Luna's already very good. They got SD, but it's a little offensive lacking. I feel if they want to kill either an IO or Bristle.
They might just go for like something to follow up the disrupt. I think then
Yeah, exactly.
as long as you have enough like disable to kill, something that I like a lot is like the Elder Titan. It's pretty good here against their heroes.
I actually like that a lot. It damage amps all the physical
Yeah.
they already have, and any of the magic from like.
It's pretty good
Eclipse.
against Slug. I think overall that hero is a hero that they play a lot and a hero that fits their lineup right now. And it's really good against what MVP have.
Bat
Does
Rider
look like-
ban fifth
again.
round, by the way.
Yeah.
Fifth round is amazing. as
Yeah,
far as
that
I'm
is.
concerned.
I mean, some
Yeah.
teams just don't really like to play the hero, even though it's a good hero.
Yeah, but it goes all the way to the end of the draft, and then finally continues to be 100% pick and ban. Bat Rider just continuing to meet that number, a juicy 100.
It's definitely not a typical Phoenix pick, but I think what they would have done is do Bat Rider versus Timber, is why they banned it.
Yeah,
out
they're probably
Okay.
they're probably worried about that because Timber is very very weak against Barra in the lane. Can't really do much against
And it
that.
could be like Timber mid or something. You never know.
But if you have Q on your team, you do not. I wouldn't want to put Q on a hero like this.
You don't think Kyo's a bad hero, a bad player?
No, I don't think he's a bad player, but I want
Oh,
to.
bat.
Oh, bad player. I don't want to waste him on a hero like this. I want him to be on a hero that it's like a Shadow Fiend, I want him.
How about an Ursa?
Yeah, Ursa will be fine.
Okay.
I want him to be on a hero that can carry the game.
Well, there it is.
Definitely Ursa. It's great against killing Luna.
Oh,
Great against Timber.
Timber is really weak against Ursa on the laning phase.
So they found it. After all of the banning and the desperately trying to keep Timber safe, they still find something to get under his skin.
So does this make us think that they forgot about Ursa, or that they're more likely to put Timber in a safe lane? Because I feel like Timber versus Ursa mid is
But
very Ursa
They can't really
favored, but-
change their lanes anymore. There's Luna. Luna's gonna take the safe lane. There's Slala's off lane. Unless they're gonna put Slala as a support and put Timber off lane.
They certainly could.
Yeah,
Yeah.
actually they could.
Lots of
Because
teams do that,
the lanes is not very strong. Like Slug and Rubik is not really that strong at zoning off lane Timber. And Slala with the Slala roaming around. So yeah, I could see that working for them. And you pick another matchup against a better matchup against the Ursa and mid.
Invoker is still there in the pool,
Yeah, I actually
and
hope.
you've got the setup.
I just hope that MV plays something else. Anything.
Quap versus Ursa, how do you die? He doesn't have a stun, dude.
Ah.
You just can't die.
Yeah, but you can't kill heroes as well. Yes.
There you go.
Yes.
Got it.
Oh,
You an envy fanboy
He's
now?
so
Is that what's
happy.
happening?
no more
I
Queen of
think
Pain.
I think Winter's just like, don't make him play
Yeah.
this hero anymore.
He'll
It
get,
could
like-
be anybody. It could be anybody. Don't make them play Quap, is Winter's thinking.
So suddenly, are you suddenly a happy boy now? Are you suddenly going to maybe shift your
Yeah,
your
Invoker's
faith
really
into
good
MP?
here. They have support Slada, which means that they have two ways
Mhm.
of setting up the Sunstrike, the Slada plus the Disrupt from
Yeah.
SD. So I think it's a really good pick here.
You just have to not feed mid.
Just don't feed me.
That's it.
Win mid.
He's
He'll be
against
fine.
the Ursa, he'll be fine.
This is going to be good. All
We'll
right,
see.
well, you guys have helped us set the scene. This draft does mean we're going to have a very intense third map, and the voices behind it are going to be Fogged and Toby. You guys are going to enjoy this one. Our first third map on the main broadcast.
Of course, we're going to enjoy this. We're enjoying the draft. Fog knew exactly what was happening all the way through, right? Support Slaughter.
Kind of had a feeling.
See it coming from a mile away.
It looked like it looked like a VP draft. It looked pretty much
It really
exactly
did.
what they do. So I was just like, okay, this looks like it's gonna be the starter, and it looked like MVP kind of understood that it was going to be a Timber offlane too, because they picked the Ursa to go up versus the Timber in the short lane, so they can actually deal with it with Rubik and Ursa. They don't have to bring and commit 3 heroes to actually deal with it. And then they can put the Slark mid. It's just a kind of staple for them, you know. They like to have QO like putting the Slark mid, even though no one else really does it.
Yeah, it seems kind of odd. Like you have that 3 melee kind of style coming out from MVP. It's like, is it going to work? Like the only other thing which we tossed up early on was like maybe we look at MVP slipping into Roshan nice and early on. Maybe they can grab it even though it's not as useful.
Yeah.
Getting level 2.5 if you can get it just on the Ursa and the Bristleback. So I just like abandons the pit and give them level 2. That laning phase for MVP is going to be so much stronger. I think I have a lot better time. But I still want to see what's going to happen with the Invoker. You were mentioning it with Eternal Envy as we were talking during the drafting phase, that he really dislikes going for the Quas Wex, which is really good against a Bristleback and even an Ursa not having that mana pool.
Yeah, I don't know if he really like dislikes it. I just really haven't seen him do it. I think it fits really well with their draft. Like I think the Exort fits really well with their draft. Obviously, like Winter and them mentioned, they have multiple different setups for it, and it scales much better. You know, it's able to push lanes out in a better factor too. It's able to pressure lanes, and it gives them more type of push, more objective takers on top of like the Luna, the Shadow Demon, everything like that. I actually really like this NP draft. It reminds me, like I said, it reminds me a lot of VP, and I think it's just they're on a lot of comfort heroes. MSS Timbersaw, Luna, AUI Luna, Envy Invoker. I'm liking it. I think MVP does have a window, obviously, to win this game. But like, I think it's really heavily emphasized on this Bristleback IO lane. Depending on how they do is going to dictate pretty much everything in every single way that they take fights into like the mid game and after lane stage.
And we'll see how NP actually even pushes their lanes out. Like right now, they're sending all 5 heroes up to that top lane. So they may have some other more unusual things in mind. Normally, when you run that support Slardar, you don't heavily commit to an offlane.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's like you have Shadow Demon, you go for level 1 smoke, you try to make a play, at least get some wards down, disrupt the, block the pull, probably disrupt stuff. But Ursa might actually get caught here. He breaks the smoke. They do have an early lane ward already down too.
They put down their own obs,
but they see
Valor,
him, and they got
there's
him.
your disruption. Savage is moving to position for the perfect crush. The Sunstride's coming in as well, and Velo, he will drop, and that is the Ursa down. 30 seconds before the runes even spawn, and the Ursa is already pushing up the daisies.
I love this too. MSS saved the skill point. He didn't go for the he didn't go for the Whirling Death to try to get the damage out. He didn't grab the reactive armor. He's waiting to decide which one he needs in the laning phase, because they knew that's pretty much going to get a kill. And yeah, they do block the pull. Great,
They
great
blocked
level 1
both
smoke.
camps, by the looks of it. As Dire also blocked up the camp with their earlier Observer Ward.
Okay. Ends up getting the last hit too. Oh, and Envy even gets the last hit too. So that's actually pretty huge.
Did he actually have anything on the... So
Pick up the Blightstone.
He's bringing a Blightstone early on, so there's more potential for him in the mid lane. It is going to be a tough mid lane. Like, you're looking at a Slark as well as an IO together, even if the tether just kind of failed from Febby.
He's going to move, right? Yeah, he's not going to stay there. I think he'll
They're
move.
actually smoking already.
Oh, maybe they go for a level 1 kill.
Dubu and Febby, they're looking for Eternal Envy. Maybe they're also thinking about the early courier, knowing that Eternal Envy got
Oh no, they want
the first
Envy.
blood. Yeah, they want it. Kuro doesn't have Pounce leveled up just yet, but now with a pickup, the throw back, they can go for the Pounce Eternal
He's
Envy.
dead.
We said it's been a hard time for an Invoker. He doesn't have Quas, there's no survivability, and Kuro will get the kill on Eternal Envy. The hard times just keep coming.
That's one way to fix when, you know, the enemy mid laner gets first blood on your mid laner. It's just like, all right, let's just smoke level 1, kill him. And it works for them, and now the Wisp is going to make his move toward that Ancients. Is he going to make it to stack it? I don't think he will. He's going to be very close, but he'll go down and chill with the Bristle. He's actually going to get it.
Yeah, it's
There you
out
go.
in time.
Nice. Perfect timing.
So
Now he's going to make his
this
way
is
down.
MVP being more, and they're going again. They're going on Envy. The leash will go to work. Dubu's still got his control with the pickup, but it's not even
Oh,
required.
no.
He can save the mana, and a second death now for Envy. They're switching lanes. Savage is, well, not completely switching, but they're bringing Savage into the mid lane.
That's super painful though. Like this is such an MVP thing to do versus like an Invoker or some hero that like struggles a bit in the early laning phase. They pick a hero that can kind of just like get on his face, like a PA, a Slark. They even used to do obviously the PL versus the Invoker, but that obviously completely fell out of favor. And I mean, those 2 rotations were perfect right there. Like Envy TP's back in it, dies right away, misses 2 full creep waves of experience. Luckily SVG has a TP and he's able to get that, but it's super painful for your Invoker after he gets first blood.
Yeah. And he spent the money on the Blightstone, so he's behind in his items, where Febby, he's now going for the 3rd stack of the Ancients, already has the bottle up and running. So he just does this, grabs the 2-minute rune, pops back down to forever if he can do it. In fact, he's going to tether up with QO as they're making a run as an invis rune. So the greatest thing that Savage could have hoped for.
Yeah, denying the rune from bounties is, or denying the runes from Wisp is super important. Making sure you at least try to emphasize checking at least one of them, if not both. But yeah, they get one. The bounty's picked up by Dubu, and now they make the rotation down to the Bristol's lane.
Forev might really regret moving this aggressively over. Potentially they can go into Disruption plus the Crush. Savage body blocking Febby a little bit, so he actually stuns over on the Io. Io will tether himself away the creep wave. Forev still tanky enough to get out. In fact, Savage is a little bit more concerned about the mana on the Bristleback. There's not enough to go for more Quill Sprays.
Yeah,
so Savage is out.
Febby's still level 1, but he's going to be able to tether up Forev and at least give him some mana and something a little bit of health too. He's got no regen up on that Bristleback.
That's even harder. Like, Dubu's just being more of a pain in the ass. Fable it down. Envy, just because life isn't great for you, takes more of that damage away from him and his Forge Spirits.
This is the cool thing too about when you pick an Ursa versus a Timbersaw. Obviously, he's an agility hero, so he doesn't get like crippled at all by Whirling Death, and you're able to leave him alone in that matchup. Rubik obviously emphasized on that super heavily, just ganking in Envy twice in the mid lane. Now he might be able to move just to get some levels up, so he's not struggling in that factor, but yeah, Ursa does just perfectly fine in that matchup. The only trade-off is that, you know, obviously the Timber gets some farm and some levels.
That was just Febby going straight back to base. He was out of bottle charges. he went from 100% to 0 straight away. With the amount of Ancients which are already stacked up, and he can just tether back down again and give Forev all the regeneration that he wants.
Yep, TP's down with Overcharge in range of the tower.
And what a time for it too. Like, it's when MP want to initiate. Like, Rose is on the way out, so they can go for the Disruption, but the only choice they have is Forev, and they know that that's not a kill. And now Eternal Envy may be dead again. He walks down into the river, and the second his feet get wet, he potentially dies, and there's the leash. Gotta hold him there. The Sunstrike's over on Dubu, so he gets some damage back, but that's now the third death. All three, 100% of the deaths of MP are all on EE.
Yeah, and Febby's having great positioning in this bottom lane.
They're going
Always sitting
bottom.
on the side. Forev does get caught by the Soul Catcher here. They do have a decent amount of damage, but he's got his back turn. He's got the Wisp Overcharge. He's getting a couple Quill Stacks coming up now too, and they're deterred from going for that. Like, the stick charges, the Quill Stacks just adding up way too much. You can't really go for that with 3 stacks on your Luna already.
And this is the reason why they didn't do it before. Like, you saw Forev, you're like, this is a no-go. Like, this is an insanely low percentage chance that you'll actually find that kill. And you probably only went on Forev because he was so far down and you weren't exactly certain where Febby was.
I almost want to see one of the guys from NP.
They're going again.
They're going with the Sunstrike.
There's only stick charges available, so if he wants to tether down, Febby could do it. And he started the tether, but it was too late. So Bristleback will die. Meanwhile, Timbersaw dies on the top lane. Ursa Warrior going hand with Phase Boots. He just ran him down.
Yeah, the 2 points in the Soul Catcher with the Sunstrike on top, the amplified pure damage, definitely coming into favor there on top of the Bristleback. We see, as always, lots of suicides in the early game, which everybody loves so much, obviously. But yeah, I do want to see one of the heroes soon from NP when they get the time to rotate to put a hill ward or a ward on the rune at least to watch the movement.
They're going again. More TP supports on the way. Dubu's leaving. The support's coming in from Savage, but he's too far away. Can turn on the sprint, but he cannot fight an Ursa. He knows it.
Yeah, it's not even that. It's like when Forev dies in those situations, of course, it's not great because he's giving a lot of experience to the supports, which they aren't really getting because they're not able to pull. But he has the catch-up mechanic. Like, he's got a triple Ancient stacked already, and they're going to go to do that probably when he's like level.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Think you caught me?
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
That's for me.
Radiant's courier has been killed. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I doubt your kin will weep for you.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower has fallen. Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's top tower is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen. Radiant's bottom barracks are under attack.
I hadn't spawned yet. So tough for me.
Pathetic.
Roshan has fallen to the dark. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's middle tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Invisibility.
That's for me. Fine acolyte. Soldier's fortune.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack.
take that.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Double damage!
Radiant's courier has been killed. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen. Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Haste! take that.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
That's for me.
Immortality. More of you. Demon's blessing. You're a fine acolyte.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen.
You think you caught me? You out of here, didn't you? I'll take that.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's middle tower has fallen.
That should help.
To the dead zone with you.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified. Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
The light has my eyes.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
A soldier's fortune.
Fallen to the radiant. Dire's bottom barracks are under attack. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Dire's bottom barracks has fallen. Radiant victory. Dire's middle tower is under attack.